Good day everyone and welcome back to Clara's Creation. Today under Clara's Creation we'll study pronouns. You have seen many short videos on personal pronoun. I also have a video on personal pronoun. And under pronouns today we study reflexive and emphatic pronoun because this topic is quite confusing under pronouns and I decided to make it simpler for you students. Now look at this topic. And I want you throughout this topic to remember this image of this girl. You can see both the sides is an image of a girl and in the center there is a mirror. This orange color circle represents a mirror. To your left hand side corner you can see the image of a girl and I wrote I. And to the right hand side of your corner, again you can see the image of the same girl and I wrote myself. In the center you can see a mirror image. Now I here is a subject or the doer of the action. Myself here is the object and the receiver of the action. I want you to remember this image throughout the lesson. Let's look at this example. I hurt myself. I is a subject. Hurt is a verb, myself is an object, and it becomes a reflexive pronoun. In other words, when the doer and the receiver of the action is the same person, that is, your subject and your object is same. That's why I gave you here the image of a same girl, I and myself. Now this girl is trying to tell us, I hurt myself. So here she is only one who is doing the action and she's the only one performing the action on her own self. So I hurt myself. I is a subject, hurt is a verb, myself is an object, and it becomes a reflexive pronoun. Let's look at the definition. When the object of the sentence is same as the subject, as I showed you in the image. I hope you understood it, my dear students. I'll still make things easier for you. I hurt myself. You will hurt yourself. He will hurt himself. She hurts herself. I read out the example from the A column, left hand side corner of reflexive pronoun. Now I will read out the examples from the right hand corner, emphatic pronoun. I will do it myself. I myself saw him do it. The town itself is not very large. They themselves admitted their guilt. Now I want you children to look at this, both the table, and I have highlighted it with different colors. Myself, I hurt myself, you will hurt yourself. In a reflexive pronoun, students, I repeat, very carefully listen. I repeat, very carefully listen. In a reflexive pronoun, what am I talking about? In a reflexive pronoun, I once again repeat. In a reflexive pronoun, you'll find the answer towards the end of the sentence. Myself, himself, yourself, herself. These words come towards the end. In an emphatic pronoun, I myself saw him do it. Now, what am I talking about? Emphatic pronoun. In an emphatic pronoun, I myself saw him do it. The pronoun will be followed immediately after your subject. I repeat, the pronoun will be followed immediately after your subject. I myself, what is your subject? I. And immediately you get your emphatic pronoun myself. The town itself, what's your subject? The town. And where do you see your pronoun? Immediately after the word town itself. They themselves, what's your subject? They. And where do you see the pronoun? Themselves, immediately after your subject. But in a reflexive pronoun, majority of the time, most of the time, it will be towards the end. We hurt ourselves, you will hurt yourself, they hurt themselves. Again, you can see in a reflexive pronoun, the pronoun is placed at the end of the sentence. You yourself, you is your subject, yourself is your emphatic pronoun, followed immediately after your subject. He himself, He is your subject, himself is your pronoun, followed immediately after your subject. So, this is a trick that you need to remember. Which trick you'll remember? In a reflexive pronoun, 90% of the time it comes towards the end of the sentence. In an emphatic pronoun, 90% of the time it comes immediately after your subject. Now, after a personal pronoun, you add a word self in the case of both. Now, if you see here, yourself, himself, yourself, themselves, both the cases the words are same. In emphatic pronoun and in a reflexive pronoun, words are same. Ourself is a reflexive pronoun, can also be an emphatic pronoun. Look at the second sentence of reflexive pronoun. You will hurt yourself. What is a pronoun? Yourself. And look at the first sentence of the emphatic pronoun. You yourself. Both the places the pronoun is same. But how do you know this? After a personal pronoun, the word self is added as a suffix. So pronoun plus suffix makes your reflexive or emphatic pronoun. This trick was for what? A pronoun that is a personal pronoun plus the word self, that is a suffix self, makes your reflexive and your emphatic pronoun. Now I move on to the definition of an emphatic pronoun. The word that is used to put special emphasis on a noun or a pronoun. You yourself can explain it best. I'm emphasizing who can explain it best? You yourself can explain it best. I'm trying to put some emphasis. I'm trying to give that pressure. I'm trying to put that force. And so it immediately follows your subject. Why? Because I'm putting an emphasis. I'm laying a emphasis. I'm laying down that force, that pressure, and that follows immediately after your personal pronoun or your subject. Now here's an exercise I have provided just to check whether you've understood it or not. Underline the pronoun. I myself saw him do it. We will see it to it ourselves. You yourself can best explain. The prisoner hanged himself. The horse cut itself. You express yourself very imperfectly. They have got themselves into the mess. We often deceive ourselves. And here you had to underline the pronoun, and I have underlined it for you in all the cases. But I haven't stated whether it's emphatic or reflexive. This is what you will be doing it for me. I haven't stated whether this underlined pronoun is emphatic or reflective. You are going to state that for me in this exercise. I hope I have done justice to the topic. Thank you for paying your attention, and do keep watching Clara's creation. As I've said it, I would like to bring out more and more grammar videos for you. So stay connected to my channel.